I invite you to stand and join in singing our opening hymn, number 226, People Look East. The time is now. People look east, the time is near. From the crowning of the year, make your house glad as you are able. Bring the heart and set the table. People look east and sing today. Love the guest is on the way. And the word is there. One more seed is planted there. Push up your strength, the seed to nourish. And in the course the flower may flourish. People look east and sing today. Love the rose is on the way. Stars in the watch when night is dim. One more line the pole shall brim, shining beyond the frosty weather, bright as the sun and moon together. People look east and sing today. Love the star is on the way.
I'd like to ask Jesse Small to come up and light our chalice for us. And while Jesse lights the chalice, we will recite our covenant together. Enriched by our differences
and joined together in our search for meaning, we covenant with ourselves and each other
to seek truth in a spirit of love, to strive for justice, and to serve others with a joyful heart.
Thank you. You may be seated. Welcome. Today is our annual Deck the Halls service. So if you, yay. So if you are a visitor, please know that you are joining us on a unique and exciting day. We begin together in worship, and then we will break off into festive workshops. And after about 20 minutes, we all come back together to conclude our worship experience. Now, if you are joining us on Zoom, you have not been left out. We have some special workshop experiences for you too. You will be able to do some at-home crafts with just pen, paper, and scissors, if you have those handy. Or if you're not feeling crafty, we have a separate Zoom breakout room for you to share holiday memories with one another. So if you're on Zoom, you can still participate in our Deck the Halls workshops. After the service, if you're on Zoom, you can stay in a breakout room, have some more chat time. If you're here in person, our Yucky youth group is holding their soup lunch fundraiser. So please stay, have some soup. If you don't want to eat soup here, you can take it in a to-go container home with you. All right, and I'm going to pass it off to Roger.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
All right. Trying to get my Zoom window open so that oh shoot, sorry. Let me log back into Zoom because I want to make sure that we are having an interactive time for all ages because I brought the Wonder Box. All right, so now I'm back in Zoom and I can see people's guesses in the chat and I can hear your guesses here. So once again, we have the Wonder Box. I'm gonna shake it and you are gonna try to guess what's inside. Are we ready? All right, ready. Rocks. It's like almost never rocks, never. Remember that through future Wonder Boxes, almost never rocks. Ready? I heard ornaments. Oh, Christmas cards. Those are good guesses. Candy canes. Oh, they'd be crushed. Dreidels. Dreidels. That's a good guess. You're on the right track. There's all. What was it? Granola bars. Maybe. Jackson. Lights. Oh. Well, yes. And let's see. I have a night light. I have a little candle. I have a flashlight. I have some Christmas lights. Oh, and I have another candle. So what do all these things have in common? Light. They make light, but they're not working. Why aren't they working? Why is my flashlight not working? It needs power. It needs something. It needs energy. It needs a spark, right? So if I had maybe some matches or some batteries, or I plugged it into the wall, that might work, right? Are we like that sometimes too? Do we sometimes need a spark to light up? To feel like joy and happiness, do we sometimes need a little spark, a little energy? I wonder what your spark is. Think in your head for a minute. What is your spark this time of year? What is that thing that gives you a little bit of hope or a little bit of joy, a little bit to light you up? What is it? You can say it out loud. What is your spark? Friends, you can say it in the chat on Zoom. Saturday is your spark. Yeah, I think that that's true for many of us. What else? Singing. Singing, yes, singing. Christmas, chocolate, said Roger. Stretching. Ooh, I like that. Moving your body a little bit. Coffee, a hike in the woods. What about like helping other people, doing something, giving a gift, having a laugh with your family? So in a few minutes, oh, church, said one of our friends on Zoom. I think that's true too. In a few minutes, we're going to break out into our workshops and we are going to have a chance to cultivate some sparks. Whether it's through decorating, whether it's through making some lights that we can take home with us, whether it's through singing in our pop-up choir, whether it's through making a scarf that we are going to donate to others, we can cultivate those sparks of hope and joy this morning. And as we go through the holiday season, as we see Christmas lights or light our menorah or sit in front of a hot fire, we can think about those sparks that we have in ourselves and that we can share with other people. Thanks for listening to my story this morning.
Now is the time for our offering. We will accept this morning's offering to support this church and its work in the world. You may donate by using the text to give number on your screen, and thank you for your generosity.
In a few minutes, we'll be breaking off to go to our Deck the Halls workshops. You can find the listings of the workshops on this yellow paper in your order of service. If you don't know the locations, if you don't know those room names, just ask someone. Someone will be able to direct you. You can often make it to a couple workshops during the 20-minute time, depending on what you choose. Or you can choose to stay at just one. Zoom friends, you can choose to stay in the main Zoom room and work on snowflakes or holiday doodles, or you can join a breakout chat to talk about holiday memories. Roger and I will ring a bell when it's time to return to the sanctuary and conclude our service together. Now, to get into the festive spirit, please join me in singing hymn 235, Deck the Halls. Please rise in body or spirit.
Okay, you can go ahead and you can stay here and sing with the pickup choir. We have Matt.
All right, folks, so I am going to make some breakout rooms available for you. If you would like to select a breakout room and go to either Holiday Memories or Out Home Crafts, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you can just stay and watch what's going on in the church. We do have a remote camera that's going to be going around and visiting each of the rooms, so you can check it out. If you don't know how to select one of the breakout rooms, just put a note in the chat and I will direct you to one of the breakout rooms if you would like to do that.
Okay. There we go. There's Dean. Good. Composers in the
And I'm
house.
going to allow you to unmute yourself. But I do request that if you stay in the main room, you remain muted.
Masks?
You have to wear a mask when you're singing in this church.
Yeah.
I got one in my hip pocket.
You need music.
Anyway, I heard him say bring it, so I brought it.
Yes. I put in the email. Ah. Have a coffee? Sure. There we go. Who else do we have here? Oh, we got Julie, Tricia, we got John. So latest recruit to the choir, John and Barbara. Cool, good, good. Melissa? Okay, here you go, Roger. Okay,
Are we supposed to say thank goodness?
okay. This is our,
I'm gonna do it by the guitars.
don't forget. Yes. Well, wait, I think we're pretty much, so Barbara gonna sing soprano or alto? Alto, okay. And we have Julie, yeah, Tricia's gonna sing alto. Julie's singing alto. So if you want to stand with them, and then we'll, okay. And John, you'll sing with the men's part here. Okay. Okay. The sopranos. Okay. Okay, John, yeah. The singer, there's the men. Okay. We're fortunate here to have our composer with us, Dean Rischel. Yes, who composed this. And I'll announce to the congregation, didn't compose it expressly for this occasion, but we have appropriated it for this occasion. Then because it incorporates 3 holidays that we're all celebrating here. It fits perfectly into our theme. And we think we can, it's one we think we can whip together with enough help from our supporting players here. Let's look at the melody first. Let's try it from the top. This is the top line. Actually, we all sing this in unison at the beginning. What do you see in the candles? What do you see in the flame? 3 holidays we observe in different ways. We may not see them the same. Good. We got that down? Then we go ahead. Do you see warriors victorious? Menorahs and dreidels of clay. The sopranos sing. Do you see shepherds and angels? As carols and jingle bells play. Okay, see how that works? Let's take sopranos and altos, menorahs and dreidels. Do you see warriors? You can sing along after that. It's okay with the composers. The altos can sing along with Do You See? 1, 2, 3. Do you see warriors victorious? Menorahs and dreidels of clay. Do you see shepherds? As carols and jingle bells play. Cool. Then as we go ahead, we're singing as a canon. Sopranos first and then altos on what do you. See how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go pick up the men, then we'll go ahead to the next part. Let's go. Do you see warriors? This is everyone. Do you see warriors? Bar 21. 1, 2, 3. Do you see warriors victorious? As carols and jingle bells play. What, altos, men, what do you see? What do you see? 3 holidays we observe in different ways. We will not see them the same. Oh my gosh, this is great. You're doing great. And that's like half of it. Okay, good. We're gonna have time to go and do another workshop. Okay. Okay, let's look at the night now. It gets a little trickier. We throw in, when we throw in the canaras, glowing, or
That's how that works. That's Canara.
Canara. Flags flying red, black like my pants, and green like my vest.
All right.
I'm representing for Kwanzaa today. Okay, so man, let's try it. Top of page 6. I see the canaras all glowing, flags flying of red, black, and green, working until there's peace and goodwill. This is what real unity means. Oh, see how it works? Cool. Then the composer works in, we continue with that melody as a counter melody when the women are doing the stuff and fugally. What do you see? Which you know how to do. Okay, so let's take it. Yeah, let's take it there with the man and everyone else come in when it's time. I see the guitarras blowing, flags flying on red, black, and green, working until there's peace and goodwill. This is yeah, the only difference there is altos you get. Yeah, that's the only part you got to learn for that. Okay, good. Let's go back and try that again. I see the guitarras all glowing, flags flying as red, black, and green, working until there's peace and goodwill. This is what unity will be. Oh, stop. What do you see in the candles? Oh, what do you see in the flames? 3 holidays observed in different ways. We may not see them the same. In the soft candles glow, we rejoice and we know that we may not see them the same. Cool. Okay, altos, let's make sure you know what you're doing here. At page 9, in the soft candles glow. In the soft candles glow, we rejoice and we know that we may not see them the same. Okay, does that work for you? Okay.
One more time.
Oh, Barbara. Oh. Where do I get these people? Okay. Yeah. They're just coming off the street. I don't know what's going on. Okay. In the soft, here we go. In the soft candles glow, we rejoice and we know that we may not see them the same. Cool. Okay. Before we run it, Dean, do you have any advice for us?
I went through the men's part on the last part.
Oh, okay, that's good. In the soft
I mean, the part about the Canara.
Oh, Canara part? Yeah, let's do a week. Okay, let's do the Canara part, man. Page 6. The pickup to the bottom of the page. See, I think that's the problem. I think people don't see that they're going to the bottom of the page already. So yeah, the pickup. Don't forget the pickup, gentlemen. It's I see the guitarras all glowing, flags flying of red, black, and green, working until there's peace and goodwill. This is what real unity will be. What do you see in the candles? Oh, what do you see in the flame? There's a shade of different ways. We may not see them the same. In the soft candles glow, we rejoice and we know that we may not see them the same. Okay, we see how that works? Let's run the whole thing with the accompaniment. So it won't be thrown, you won't get up here and say, oh, did we rehearse that? Okay. I know how that is. you have that, you run it through with the group or whatnot. Not my choir, but other choirs I've seen. And work with you, sight read it beautifully. You come back the next week and they're like, holding it upside down and going, oh, did we sing that? We ever done this before? Okay. So, okay. Hopefully our short-term memory is still intact. In 10 minutes from now. It's wishful thinking on my part, but okay, let's try. How do you like the tempo, Dean?
A little fast.
A little fast? Okay, I'll slow it down. 'Cause I'm trying to make it grazioso and I want to get the words. Okay, but that'll be
Waltz tempo.
waltz tempo.
Yeah.
Okay, but then Bruce will start dancing around the room. And spin out of control.
That's all right.
Hi, Manny, and okay, okay.
What do you see in the candle? What do you see in the flame? 3 are the days we observe in different ways. We may not see them the same. Do you see warriors victorious? And daughters and cradles of flame? Do you see shepherds and stars, as carols and heroes play? What do you see in the candle? What do you see in the flame? 3 are the days we observe in different ways. I see the guitars all glowing, flags flying of red, black, and green, working until there's peace and goodwill. This is what real unity will be. Oh, what do you see in the candle? Oh, what do you see in the flame? These are the days observed in different ways. We may not see them the same. In the soft candles' glow, we rejoice and we know that we may not see them the same.
Good, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, let's check, yeah.
Can we check? Do we have page 4? I mean, the bottom of page 3? Yes. Yep.
Okay, that'd be, yeah, let's go bottom page 3. Let's see, oh. Okay, let's take everyone there, bottom of page 3. And remember, when
Can we take it from Do You See Warriors?
you see Warriors,
Like right before it? Top of page.
top of page 3. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, do you see Warriors? Good. Okay, now if we're standing, all right, we're going to come and stand around here because we don't want our backs to the audience. That's a congregation. That's very rude. So I'll have room come around there and sopranos come around here, and that'll be good. Cool. I think good. Yeah, I just realized if I hold the tempo down more, then it makes a nice, because I like the end to slow down like that, but it's too incongruous if the rest of the piece is too fast.
Yeah.
It didn't work right in. Yeah. So still gets a little glitchy there. And top of page 4 between the G sharps and G naturals. That's a quick change. But Cool. I think that's about,
Where do you want this?
why don't you just go, yeah, why don't you Sopranos come right in here in front of the men?
In front of.
Yes. Okay. That'll be good. And the altos, can you? Yeah, come over this way, ladies. Not too spread out. Yeah, sops come in here. Altos,
The composer.
yes.
So.
Don't block the composer. And then I don't want you altos too far away because, yeah. Can we, should we try it once? What do you see in the candles? What do you see in the flame? 3 holidays we observe in different ways. We may not see them the same. Do you see warriors victorious? As carols and jingle bells play, what do you see in the candles? What do you see in the 3 holidays we observe in different ways? We may not see them the same. I see the kinnaras all glowing, flags flying of red, black, and green, working until there's peace and goodwill. This is what real unity will mean. Oh, what do you see in our candles? Oh, what do you see in the flame? 3 holidays observed in different ways. We may not see them the same. In the soft candles glow, that we may not see them the same. That's beautiful. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah.
Think it's a hit? I think it is a hit. Great. Okay. Well, go and when you sit down. Page 7. Sure. If I can find it. This is what real unity will mean. Cool. You good? Great. So take your music with you. And when I ask you to come up, don't act like you never saw me before. I never saw them using before. Remember, you have masks on. No one will recognize you. So, okay. So, thank you. It's going to be wonderful. Thank you. See, we got another gig out of it.
My ears can only handle so many devices. We call forth the decorations of our Christmas tree. You know, the modern Christmas tree began as a custom in the German-speaking city of Strasbourg, where the tradition of Christmas tree seems to have developed at the beginning of the 17th century. The ritual slowly spread to other parts of Germany after 1750. The first written reference to an American Christmas tree was in 1821, suggesting that American Christmas trees were first set up by Pennsylvania Germans sometimes during the second decade of the 19th century. Evergreen and brightly lit, the Christmas tree fascinates all the generations and calls forth the spirit of Christmas.
We call forth the menorah, symbol of the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. The menorah reminds the people of the book of their ancient ancestors' victory over the oppressors and the rededication of their most holy site, the Temple of Jerusalem. Although they had only enough oil for one day to light the lamp to consecrate the temple, the lamp burned miraculously for 8 days. Hanukkah, the festival of lights.
We call forth the Kwanzaa Kinara. Kinara is a Swahili word meaning candle holder. Kwanzaa was created to introduce and reinforce 7 basic values of African culture, which contribute to building and reinforcing family, community, and culture among African American people, as well as Africans throughout the world. Like our own Unitarian Universalist principles, Kwanzaa celebrates 7 principles, the first and foremost, which is umoja, or unity in family, community, nation, and race. Each candle represents one of the principles. The black one symbolizes the African people, the red, their struggle, and the green, the future and the hope that comes from their struggle.
We call forth the Yule log, symbol of the winter solstice celebration. In ancient times, people of what is now Northern Europe would celebrate Jule or Yule with feasting and drinking. The Yule log represents health, faithfulness, fruitfulness, and productivity. The Yule log was believed to bring beneficial magic and was kept burning for at least 12 hours and sometimes as long as 12 days. warming both the house and those who resided within. And now I'd like to invite our UUCDC pop-up choir forth to come sing "What Do You See in the Candles" by Dean Rischel.
As they're assembling, we're fortunate to have the noted composer, conductor, arranger, Dean Rischel, who wrote this composition. He didn't write it expressly for us, but we've taken it over as our annual Deck the Halls Pickup Choir theme because it incorporates the three holidays of Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. Listen for those references. And what do you see in the candles?
Thank you. At the end of his wonderful story, A Child's Christmas in Wales, Dylan Thomas writes, looking towards my bedroom window out into the moonlight and the unending smoke-colored snow, I could see the lights and the windows of all the other houses on our hill and hear the music rising from them up the long, steady falling night. I turned the gas down. I got into bed. I said some words to the close and holy darkness, and then I slept. Now, in my imagination, I see the poet as a child in a bedroom at night, looking out the window at the snow and the lights from the other homes, hearing faint Christmas carols from nearby houses. And he turns the lights off in his room and says a prayer to the close and holy darkness. Now, most of the time, we sing praises to the morning. A few years ago, there was a survey taken to discover which hymns were the most popular. Morning Has Broken was the hymn most frequently sung by Unitarian Universalists. So in my imagination, I see each of you in your shower in the morning Singing. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. I won't go on, but you get the idea. Positive images of the sun, the morning, and the light. They are a theme of this popular hymn. And it's not alone. In the survey, the third most often sung hymn was "The Morning Hangs a Signal." And the fifth most popular hymn was "Morning So Fair to See." The hymns acclaim morning and they condemn night because night holds dangers. It's an ancient worry, a primitive anxiety, a basic fear. Over the centuries, theologians and hymn writers have filled religions with affirmations of light. Radiant light is an image of faith, of wisdom and redemption. But the sun's not always a blessing. I grew up in Arizona in the Sonora Desert. And when the temperatures in the summer reach 115 degrees, you really long for nightfall. That was welcome. It's no wonder that all my life I've loved the night. Although it does not get that hot here in Media in the summer, sometimes in July and August, it's a relief when the sun sets. In my teens and my 20s, I'd stay up late at night talking with friends or studying. I could get away from the city lights at night and watch the stars. The contrast of light and darkness creates the fullness of life. I have memories of staying out all night and watching the sunrise in the early morning hours. In more recent years, as I've gotten older, I love the stillness and the quietness of the late night hours. I love the way the darkness focuses my attention. Fewer distractions, fewer interruptions bother me. I'm calmer at night, more relaxed. I find the darkness releases me, liberates me. It gives me time to think about my place in the universe, especially when I'm looking out at the moon and the stars. But of course, at night when I read a book or write, I'm not in total darkness, am I? I have a little light that shines on my book, shines on my workspace. I enjoy the darkness because I have that little light. Sitting with only the small lights of a Christmas tree, I let the night free my mind from the events of the day. I feel the stillness. I value the solitary moments, and I sense the mystery of the night. Sitting in near darkness can be a spiritual discipline, a form of prayer and reverence. So I invite you to remember the best times you've had at night. What are the most positive memories you've had of the darkness? The joy of walking along a path and watching the moon or the stars. The phone call from a good friend in the evening when it's dark outside. The pleasure of a late night conversation with a good friend over a meal. The fun of dancing late at night with friends. The delight of reading a book into the early hours of the morning. The joy of falling in love in the night. The experience of giving birth at 1 a.m. What is your best memory of the darkness? With just a little light to illuminate the night. Let's sing "This Little Light of Mine." And as we sing, may we each remember the beauty and the closeness and the holiness of darkness. As Chrissy extinguishes our chalice, let's say together our benediction. For those who come here seeking God, may God go with you. For those who come here embracing life, may life return your affection. And for those who come to seek a path, may a way be found and the courage to take it step by step. Amen.